Good morning. Happy Monday. Apparently, there is a major warning with Bitcoin because the Japanese yen could wreck the crypto markets again. We got this title from a few weeks back when the interest rates in in Japan were modified, and it caused a lot of market volatility. So let's go ahead. Let's talk about the breaking news, how this could impact the crypto markets, how it could impact Bitcoin. Plus, we're also going to cover some things with Ethereum, Solana, and Tron, because it seems, and Cardano as well, because it seemed that there's been a little bit of shifting in the current narratives. I'm WendyO. This is the O Show. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, set alerts, all of that jazz, and let's go ahead and kick it off. I am freshly back from Vegas for Rare Evo, which it was a great time. Awesome people. One of the things that I noticed when it comes to the booths were most of the projects on Cardano, they're really focusing heavily on gaming, which I think is super cool. And why do I think that's cool? As well, I do think that gaming and crypto can go hand in hand, considering that with crypto and with NFTs, you can actually own your in-game items. So it makes sense to me. However, the current problem that we see a lot when it does come to NFT gaming and Web3 gaming is that there's additional extra steps that have to be taken that we don't really see in traditional gaming. So it kind of turns that community off. But at the same time, we're still very early. So that was one of the cool things that I saw. There is a lot of building happening on Cardano. Shout out to the Cardano Foundation. Wonderful people. And shout out to everybody who attended Rare Evo. If you guys came and said hi to me, thank you so much. For those of you that were there, I hope you had a great time. And I hope to see you all there next year. It was an awesome time. But anyways, let's get straight into the market. So taking a look at crypto bubbles over here. On the daily, we can see we're kind of half and half. Most things as far as percentage goes, about 1 to 10%. I don't even think I see anything that pumped or dumped 10%. Now on the weekly, HTX 17%, TIA is down 17%, Aave is up almost 20%, Rune, Thorchain, up almost 19%, Sui, or Sui as I like to call it, is down about 21%. Now let's go ahead and just do a quick recap of the crypto markets, and then we'll get into the Japanese yen and what people are saying could potentially happen with that. So when we do take a look at our weekly chart here, actually, I don't want to lose that one. I want to use the one we did yesterday. This one over here. So yesterday we opened at about 58,000. We closed at about 58,000, got the swing wick to 62.6, swing wick low to 56.4. I also denoted this line over here at about $54,000 because it encompasses the swing wick low. That if you guys are here, make sure to like and share this. Also set alerts, and when you set alerts, make sure to set them to all alerts so that you guys get it, because I'm noticing that the alerts are not being sent out, which we don't want that. That's not good. That is not a good thing. Also, my internet is being a little bit funky, so we'll see how long we can keep the stream going over here. Also, Lo is home for today. Tomorrow she starts school, which is exciting. Good morning to John and Alexandra and Mr. R and all the other amazing people, including Mr. Mo over here. And of course, to my tic-tackies over there. Anyways, let's keep it going. So as far as what I think Bitcoin is going to do this week, I think we're just going to continue to ping pong within this range between about 56,000 and about 61,000. Over here. And of course, I'm going to look for a breakout or a breakdown. As you guys know, when it comes to Solana, I told you this is kind of my buy area here between this range about 150, 156 and about 120. And I got the fibs for, to set alerts for potential buy areas for myself, not financial advice. And then with Ethereum, we really kind of just been trading in this range between 2,500 and about 2,800, but we can actually denote 2,700. So we're just kind of going sideways here. And the good thing that we can say about Ethereum is that we do have Ethereum and spot Bitcoin ETFs, not Solana yet. Hopefully get some more of those. Grayscale, I do believe, anticipates that we will see some more crypto ETFs, which I think is awesome. But let's go ahead and get into this story. So this is from CoinDesk Markets over here. Attention, Bitcoin traders, the Japanese yen is strengthening again. A similar yen outperformance earlier this month triggered carry, unwind, and rocketed risk assets, including cryptocurrencies. Oh, I apologize. I had got this story confused with a different story over here. So the Forex markets show a renewed bias for anti-risk Japanese yen. A similar yen outperformance early this month triggered carrier unwind and rocketed risk assets, including cryptocurrencies. Some observers fear another round of carry unwind in the future. So basically what's happening is they're talking about the Japanese yen and how that could potentially impact the entire crypto markets. Because again, anytime there's a fluctuation with money or interest rates or Fed rates or whatever it is, regardless in whether it's in the US or other markets, it can impact all the markets, global markets together, especially Bitcoin, because you have to remember Bitcoin is a finite asset. And when we do get monetary changes, that could impact it as well. So since Thursday, the Japanese yen strengthened 2.4% against the dollar, and it also outperformed other major currencies. Similar yen rally in early August caused a dip in Bitcoin and global markets. Potential U.S. interest rate decisions could influence the carry trade and yen's strength further. And interest rate traders are betting that September's FOMC meeting will deliver the first rate cut since March of 2022. Do I believe that interest rate cuts are a good or a bad thing? I personally don't care what the public servants do anymore, any way, shape, or form, just as long as they make things affordable again. I think that would be a good thing. Make things affordable again without raising taxes. Can they do that? Probably not. But at the same time, we still can be hopeful. Also, too, we do have a story about Japan, about China. Apparently, Mr. Justin Sun tweeted yesterday, China unbans crypto. What's the best meme for this? I personally think he's kind of promoting his pump.fun tron project, which we'll talk about in a little bit. But this is actually a very old story. This story came out on July 11th, I believe. Let me double check my notes, my noties. Let's see. Yeah, I want to say that it came out in July 11th. And apparently there's rumors that China is going to unban crypto. People, including Justin Sun, posted about it. Also, large transactions by Plus token related wallets caught the community's attention. 450 million in Ethereum was moved. Plus token is one of the largest crypto Ponzi schemes in China. And in 2020, authorities seized almost 4 billion. People speculate that transfers could mean China might be gearing up for a policy shift, possibly utilizing these assets for strategic reserves or other governmental purposes. One thing I do want to say about China is they've always kind of gone back and forth, and the same with India. It's like they'll ban crypto and then they'll unban it and vice versa. And it's just kind of ridiculous at this point. But one thing I will say is that China was kind of leading the way with CBDCs and with that type of technology. And I do know that Asia is a very, very bolstering place for crypto. And I understand that Asia is just much bigger than China. But at the same time, I do think that they will kind of hop on that bandwagon. What are your guys' thoughts? I would love to hear that. Discuss it in the comments, in the live chat, all of that. Now, the next story over here, let's go ahead and get it up, is about ETFs. So Franklin Templeton is going to they did file for an S1 for crypto index ETF holding Bitcoin and Ethereum following Hashdex. The exchange traded fund, which would trade under the ticker Easy Peasy, which I absolutely love. That is a great, great marketing name in my opinion, would hold Bitcoin and Ethereum in an unspecified ratio weighted by the market capitalization of each digital asset. Fund would be able to add additional cryptocurrencies should they be given regulatory approval in the future. This statement right here, the fund would be able to add additional cryptocurrencies should they be given regulatory approval in the future, tells me all I need to know. And I'm going to speculate on this a little bit. Because they had included this in there, I think that we will be seeing a lot of other cryptocurrencies become ETFs or be in products like this, traditional financial products like this. We've heard Brad Garlinghouse countless times talk about how XRP probably will become a spot ETF. We've heard other people in the industry, maybe Solana, et cetera. And I think that makes sense. I think that's exactly what the public servants want. I think that's what people want, is to be able to safely trade these crypto assets with some sort of custodian, which me personally, I think it goes against everything that crypto stands for. And we've talked about this before, but at the same time, we are operating in a true decentralized economy. So that doesn't mean, just because I don't agree with something, it doesn't mean that it's not a fair practice or fair game. And our next story over here, which is a little bit unfortunate, but Cardano did fall out of the top 10 crypto assets on CoinMarketCap. So it looks like Tron flipped Cardano for top 10, but that makes sense. And the reason why they flipped Cardano, in my personal opinion, is because of this story here. Justin Sun predicts Tron's first $1 billion meme coin as Sun Pump gains traction. So as you guys know, Justin Sun is the creator of Tron. and they have their own pump.fun product. And that product is Sun Pump. Of course, it has to be named after Justin Sun. So basically, this platform has already launched approximately 5,500 meme coins and generated significant TRX revenue. And Sun also predicts the network will soon see a meme coin market cap exceeding $1 billion. So essentially what they're doing the exact same thing as Pump.Fun, which again, we have so many different chains, layer ones, why not? I am not on the Sun Pump yet. I know a lot of people are building bots, etc. on it. And I probably will try that out when that comes, but it's just going to be a lot. Very, very interesting. And before we get in the next story about Solana and Pump.Fun, I just want to remind you guys that a lot of the projects that we're seeing do well this cycle are not going to be the top 10. And that was just kind of proven how Cardano did fall out of the top 10. Is that a bad thing? Not necessarily. I think what's happening is that meme coins are the trend right now, and that people are kind of putting liquidity into that because it's a lot easier to make money. However, I do remember trading some of the meme coins and the DeFi tokens and all of that jazz summer of 2020, DeFi summer of 2020. And with that being said, it was a completely different market. And even like at the conference at Rare Evo, I was talking with some other people about like Verge and some of the coins from like 2017. And those things would just like continue to, they would pump, and they would continue to pump, and they would hold at that pump price, the minimal volatility for a couple weeks. So everybody had time to get in, to get out, all of that stuff. But now we're seeing with Pump.Fun and the Solana stuff, we're seeing people, push these things up and then just get out. So it's super crazy. It's really hard to make money unless you're like sitting in front of the computer, you know exactly what you're doing, and you've got disposable income and you understand the risk. I know Ragsy, shout out to Ragsy. I hung out with her. We went to the Punk Rock Museum together for Rare Evo. But was kind of like talking about, we had a conversation about it. And she's like, yeah, you really have to be glued by your computer. And it's like, I'll take a look and I'll play a little bit, but I just don't have time. And I know a lot of people don't have time either. But at the same time and place, if you have time, and you are a degenerate, I do recommend that you at least kind of watch what's going on some of these different chains, because it might be something that you're good at, might be a way for you to go ahead and make money. I don't know. Completely up to you. And good morning to Mr. Gamer over there. Gamer's always got some good alpha. Gamer had asked me earlier about Syscoin, because it looks like it ran, I think it was 55% that he said, but I don't think that there's any fundamental analysis on it. So yeah. All right, now let's go ahead and get into the next story over here regarding Solana and Pump.Fun. Okay. So taking a look at Solana over here. So Solana launched a brand new market prediction, kind of like Polymarket. But basically it's prediction market by Drift Protocol, and apparently it's on-chain trading for Solana, trade, earn, predict. So for those of you that are interested, have fun with all that stuff. I know with this upcoming election season, people are having a lot of fun doing all that jazz. So if that's something for you, if you're a degenerate, you might want to take a look. Again, this show is for entertainment purposes only. All right, now let's go ahead and talk a little bit about Pump.Fun, because this one is for Lana. So Sun.Fun is for Tron. Pump.Fun is for Solana. And I think they're going to be doing one for Base too. Not sure. There's so many different chains. It's so wild. So Pump.Fun nears 100 million cumulative revenue within 8 months of the launch. They're poised to surpass 100 million in cumulative revenue in the coming days, and current figures are at 94.5 million. So yes, they will be surpassing that revenue. The shout out to the creator of Pump.Fun. There's a lot of risk over there. There's a lot of drama, but you really created something that people are enjoying to use. So good for you. Also over here, since its launch earlier this year, the platform has enabled the deployment of over 1.8 million meme coins. That aspect I don't like. I think it's absolutely ridiculous. I don't think anybody needs to launch that many tokens. And I think it's also kind of hard to track the liquidity for all of those things, and then how it translates to coin market cap and what really the market cap of crypto is right now. So it does get a little bit complex there, but at the same time, have fun. You guys are doing your business, all of that stuff. But yeah, I think it's kind of wild. And again, remember, Pump.Fun launched 8 months ago. Also to you guys, we're going to get into this next one. Whoopsie, I have my screen set up in a weird way. All right, so Lingo, again, you guys, we are invested in Lingo, and I just want to remind those of you who are participating with this that they've got their airdrop. They have a lot of big airdrops planned for the future. And again, right now, as far as the market goes with crypto, there's not a whole lot of airdrop opportunities, it feels like. I feel like the market is kind of slowing down, even when projects like Pump.Fun, and it feels like we're going to see some of the liquidity head over to like base chain, because Ethereum, and also too, like with Ethereum gas fees are super, super low right now, and also to the Sun pump, in my personal opinion, but I could be 100% wrong. So if you were early, you could complete tasks to earn points for the airdrops with Lingo. New user signups are closed, and if you can still earn if you were early. Points can be earned by engaging with Lingo Power Post and by following partners, and there's a new Lingo DApp coming. So if you guys are interested, you could sign up. If not, that's fine too. All right, I do want to talk about this story. Shout out to Dubai. Shout out to Dubai, because they are very, very pro crypto. And this is a great story. So the Dubai court recognizes crypto as a valid salary payment. UAE lawyer Irina Heaver said the ruling shows that the growing acceptance of crypto and employment contracts, recognizing the evolving nature of Web3 financial transactions. So I want to really actually read a little bit more about this and kind of see. So apparently this ruling was part of a lawsuit. And as far as the case background goes, an employee's contract included fiat and eco-watt tokens, but the employer failed to pay the crypto portion. Court ruled in favor of the employee. So basically, this person was working for a company. The company did not pay them properly. They were supposed to pay fiat and crypto tokens, didn't pay them the crypto tokens, and the court ruled in favor of the employee. And I personally think that this is very interesting, and I hope that other places use this case law as well if they can. But I would really be nice to see more and more people accept part of their salary in crypto or Bitcoin. In the United States, it might be cool. But again, in the United States, there are like some pension funds, and there are some other areas that they will, pay you crypto, or you can, put crypto in your 401k and that type of stuff. But let's go ahead and get into Ethereum. So Ethereum's Vitalik registers DACC ETH amid call for responsible AI development. This is interesting coming from Vitalik. So basically, he registered that domain for defensive acceleration. His ideas advocate for a more cautious and democratic approach to technological development, and he emphasized the need for tech growth that maximizes benefit while mitigating risks. I want to dig into the little notes over here. So basically, it counters the effective acceleration E/ACC trend popular among tech leaders. In his blog, he calls for cautious and responsible approach to technological development, especially when it becomes AI, and warns about the risks like AI-induced human extinction and digital authoritarianism. He also proposes that D/ACC should prioritize tech that preserves democracy, freedom, and defense. So I have my own personal opinion when it does come to AI, and the reason why we're talking about this is we're going to, get into another story that has to do with Ethereum. But at the same time, okay, the public servants, Chuck Schumer, he had talked about putting forward regulation for both AI and crypto at the same time. And I think that's a little bit irresponsible. And the reason why I think it's irresponsible is because we're talking about, lumping these two really, really tech heavy creations into kind of one category. And I feel like they both deserve their own separate bills. I really think that they deserve their own separate bills because they are technology, but they're two completely separate technologies, So as far as AI goes, AI does scare me a little bit. And again, I'm always a little bit cautious. I know you guys call me Windy Bear and all that type of stuff. But at the same time, I feel like we really need to be careful with AI. Yes, it can improve the quality of human life. Yes, it can help with research studies. It can help with crypto. It can help to make tasks a lot simpler. But at the same time, the AI generative stuff when it comes to creating music and creating entertainment and likeness of things, that makes me a little bit nervous. There's a couple situations I saw online that AI was used that actually took people's voices and they're able to kind of mimic that. That is going to make it so hard for people to actually do due diligence and to self-educate themselves, primarily because you have this technology that looks like it is real when in fact it isn't real. So I don't know how they're going to manage that. I don't know what they're going to do. All I know is that it does need some sort of guidance for people because it's evolving super fast and it makes me a little bit nervous. But yeah, Mr. Vitalik, he's very interested in that, it seems. Now, let's get into the next story over here. The next story. Thank you to all of the people watching. Make sure to subscribe, set alerts. And when you do this, when you set alerts, you have to set them to all. That would really, really help me. Appreciate it. Also, smash like and push that out. That helps as well. All right, now this story over here. I want to talk about privacy because privacy matters. To me, it does. Privacy is incredibly important to me. Even before I got into crypto, like I've always been a pretty private person because I don't know. I just don't want people knowing my business, and you shouldn't want people knowing your business either. Like it's okay to talk about things and whatnot, but I feel like with all the crazy like hacks that we're having, especially with our data and all kinds of crazy stuff, privacy matters. It really, really does, especially with the state of the world too. Especially the state of the world. Now, with that being said, this story over here is about Mr. Vitalik. So apparently, he sent 662 ETH, 1.9 million to the Railgun protocol over the past 10 months. And if you guys don't know what Railgun is, it does use zero-knowledge proofs to ensure transaction privacy on Ethereum and other networks. It obscures transaction details from the public ledger, and Vitalik said Railgun makes it harder for malicious actors to compromise users' privacy. And I agree with him there. I totally agree with him there. And the cool thing about these types of technologies is they are available. They are a little bit more complex, but again, like Silentswap. And this is what I keep talking about. And I'm very excited for that DEX to launch. As you guys know, I am partnered with SQUIDGROW and I do a lot of consulting and helping them do all kinds of things, which I absolutely love because my voice is being heard. But again, privacy DEX, cross-chain. So any of the transactions that go through, they're completely private. And to me, I think that's perfectly fine. Because I know that my audience, you guys all pay your crypto taxes. You're all law-abiding citizens, but you do value your privacy. Privacy is important in all different aspects, especially when you've got a family, especially when you got little kiddos. So I think that it's interesting. It's kind of like he's endorsing it in a sense, but not. Have any of you guys used Railgun? And what do you think about privacy? Again, for me, privacy is incredibly important. I don't want people to know that I go to Target every once a week at 5 p.m. on this particular day. I actually don't. I mostly order stuff from Target now online. It just makes my life easier, especially when you got a little stinky person running around. But anyways, you guys, that's the show for today. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you have a great rest of your day. I'm going to start working on a video for the second media piece that's gonna drop. It's a pretty interesting story, so make sure you guys check that out. But anyways, sending y'all love and light. Thank you so much for supporting me, and I will catch you guys a little bit later. Bye-bye.